Baby choking, man. You trying to see Jeremiah over here? Oh God. Baby choking on water. He just like laughing. Spit it out. Oh my gosh. Auntie who? You already? Achoo. So the question of today, everyone keeps asking me or us, why did we move to Minnesota? Cause it's the coldest. This is the coldest state, yeah. Living here, it's been cold. Oh, girl, boy. It is cold, but once you're here for like a couple of months or a year, I say, you get used to it. I don't got used to it, so it's like sometimes I don't even want to come out the house. I don't even want to go to work half of the time because it's that cold. It'd be like a -6, -16 degrees, and it's like, no, I don't want to go out there to go to work. So yeah, why chose Minnesota. I chose Minnesota because I was told. Yeah, you right. I chose Minnesota because I was told about Minnesota, and plus I felt being in Miami, I wasn't gaining anything more than what I was actually just with, because I was working, but I wasn't getting ahead with a lot of bills or anything, period, while I was there. And it was like, I wanted to change anyways. And it was like, I thought it was time just to go and leave, because it was like 30 some odd years later, and it's like, yeah, I think I need to change. And for me, for change, I can adjust real easily to, things. So moving for me wasn't a problem, because I think as a child, I moved around a lot as a child, so that's probably why I just felt it's gonna be easy for us. But yeah, moving here, I say to adjust, it took us 2 years. Since April 2015, we've moved probably 3 times, I say. But it's in the same town. That's the only thing. We've been in the same town, which isn't bad. We haven't moved from town to town. I really wanted to go to the cities. And if you decide to come to Minnesota, please do your research. Because Minnesota and Minneapolis is really expensive. Going towards the city to actually just move and actually stay is super, super expensive. I don't really suggest anybody to think it's gonna be easy. No, honey, it takes a lot of work and a lot of support you gotta have once you go to the cities, because in the cities itself, it's a whole ball game. Yeah, woo! It got all the malls, it got all the shops, it got pretty much everything within reach, within a drive, just to get on from one road to the next. And like they say, everything is connected from one road to the next road. Yeah, that's true, but it's expensive. So, and it's you really get lucky if you find anything, and if you do get lucky, it's gonna be like, sometimes it might not be the best, but hey, it is what it is. I tried to move to the cities last year, and that didn't happen. I didn't find a place, and when I did find a place, it was already gone. Because every time I spoke with someone, or not even a realtor, I spoke with an owner about a house, it was already gone. And half of the time, it was like, oh, well, you need such and such, blah, blah, squaza, you need 3 times the rent, plus all this other stuff. And it was just a whole another ordeal I didn't want to actually deal with. So I figured I stayed where I was, basically. And then with Jeremiah, him and his schooling thing, he got accepted to a school in the city. So that's why we were really trying to look for a house in the cities. But other than that, I wasn't really trying to get to the cities. Other than that, I should have just moved down more south if that was the case. I think I should have done that like way before. But coming to Minnesota is a good thing for me, because I've gained a lot. I say I've gained a lot. I became a nurse within within 4 months. But I actually, when I applied for the job as a CNA and everything as a nurse, certified nursing assistant, I already had a background with behavioral health for like 10 years. So that's another key that actually got me into the door. So that was a plus for me. Plus, I already had my diploma. I went to school for medical billing and coding, and then I was working in the field with, behavioral health and, people that had ADHD, Alzheimer's, the whole shebang. So it was like, yeah, that's pretty much why I pretty much believe that I got hired. But now on top of that, with me going to not go to school, but for me just to take the test and just come out with, just taking it one time and, you know, excelling it or whatever, like you want to ace it basically, yeah. You just have to. I think with the being in the medical field for those years, for 10 years, really gave me a really boost. So yeah, I gained that. I've been a retail merchandiser. I was a manager as a retail merchandiser for I was doing part time. Then I also worked with the railroad with driving you know the railroad workers from different destinations from either what they call it? I forgot what it was, but different stations and stuff. But I've been in North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa. So I done been pretty much everywhere driving so far for that job. And then I also work for a laboratory doing soils, testing soils and stuff. So yeah, I've gained a lot since coming to Minnesota. They have a lot of varieties of jobs. Jobs are easy to find. That was a good key. So when you come to Minnesota, you just don't be like, oh, I'm not gonna find. You're gonna find something definitely. And if you feel you don't find nothing within 2 weeks, I say you should start with an agency, because the agency, they'll find you something quick. Even if it's temporary, you'll be temp to hire or whatever the case may be. And you most likely the people gonna hire you, because here in Minnesota everybody needs work to get done. So it's like they always hiring. It's not like, oh no. With some of them they are no, because I've tried to transition back over here to my town and they said I was overqualified, which was like bogus. But then they called me back and it's like, okay, oops, sorry, I'm about to leave. So it's like, y'all late, whoop whoop. But it is their loss, not my loss. I still gain regardless, and I like what I do, but I just wish that I didn't do as much as I do. That's the only thing. And that many hours, because I do 12-hour shifts. I got lucky tonight and I was able to leave work at 10 because they scheduled 3 of us 12-hour shift on people on the same day. And I figure I'll just go because they're going to get their money and then I could just pick up mine in between, because I do hair on the weekends and do other little odds and ends. So it really don't matter for me. Like I could just go in for 4 hours and then work another like 12-hour shifts and still be good, which it didn't matter to me. But yeah, I've gained a lot coming here to Minnesota. I can say that much. And the houses here are really good. Like getting in the houses, this is the third house, and this is privately owned. I got lucky. I got a last minute too, but it's really good. I love this house. But the town itself is just, where I live at is really tiny. It's far away from Walmart. I have to go to 4 or 5 towns over to go to a Walmart. That's the only downfall. Other than that, I'm a homebody, so it doesn't really bother me as much. Because most people are like, why you don't go out for a night? I go to work, I come home. And you don't really see me, because if I come in my house, I can come from the opposite side, which is this way. No one really sees nobody, especially me, because I go at night usually, or since the daylight changed or whatever. You see me when I leave, but you don't see when I come home. Because I come home 6:40, and if I do a short shift, I come home at 10:30, 10:40. So you never gonna really see me because I'm not gonna be outside. Even when my kids come home from school, you don't see me still. Because of the simple fact, I'm gonna unlock the door at a certain time because I know what time they come home. So I unlock the door at a certain time for them to come in. But I'm still gonna be like at the door waiting for them. You just not gonna see me peek my head out. So a lot of the times, people think that I'm not home, but I am home a lot of the time. So, and I sleep a lot, so. Well, I pick up shifts and stuff, so which is good. But Minnesota has been very good it's been a great opportunity to be here to actually, done to do what I have done within the 3 years I've been here. It's been 3.5. Well, we've been here since 2015. Yeah, 3 years. So yeah, it feels like 4 years to me. Yeah, it feels like 4 years, but yeah. Minnesota, if you come here, pretty much get your game plan. You're gonna find a job, but the thing is housing. That's the only problem you'll pretty much have. Because when I first got here, I didn't get a house like off the bat. I didn't get a house probably like four. I probably got a house 4 to 6 months later. And the reason I got that house, the townhouse where I was, is because off of Craigslist, and that was the only place that accepted me because at the time, I had an eviction on it because I lended out my credit for one of my family members and he messed it up, which was cool, but I still was able to get in because the lady that I had to do the paperwork, she was pretty mean, and she was like, as long as you pay your, what you call me, whatnot, and you cool and you keep yourself low key, everything would be copacetic, which was great because I needed a place and I was ready to move out. And with 4 kids, yeah, you need that extra leeway and that space for them, especially. But the townhouse we got was a 2-2, and then later on, like 6 months later, we was able to get into a 3-1.5, 3 bedroom 1.5, which was perfect. So it was like, yeah, God really was looking in our direction because when I got here, I was looking like where I'm gonna stay, where I'm gonna go. But the move was pretty easy. But now, when we move this time, it's gonna be a whole lot more money put into place because the first time when we first moved, it was like 7 for just the trailer to put on the back of the truck, and now it's like 8. And I'm like, oh, what happened to the discount y'all used to have, and what happened to the prices? It shot up like 100 and something, $120 extra. And it's like, I guess, but it's a win and a lose situation, I say. But Minnesota has been a good place for us as my kids because it's a small town, plus the kids, they're young. But as they're getting older now, you will really would want to go somewhere towards like close to the cities, but not in the heart of the city. Because in the heart of the city, is too much going on, too much drama, too much violence, too much crime. It's too much of that. And where we at, it's not that much crime at all. We really don't. If you hear something going on, it's really something really small, and then you don't even see like the police going up and down the streets. So that's the best part. But yeah, if you come to Minnesota, make sure you got somewhere to stay. And if you don't have nowhere to stay, I can give you some pointers. I can give you a couple of places. I can email you whatever because I had a whole booklet of housing. I got a whole booklet that say housing on it, period, for Minnesota. And you'll get somewhere, but it's like it's gonna take a time toll of how or where you're gonna go. Just don't live in the heart of Minnesota. That's the only part I say. But where I'm at is it's okay. It's like, oh, we done did our time here and whatnot. Now I think we need to branch out more because the kids are getting older and they want to be able to go out more. Especially me, like especially with shopping. The shopping, like I said, you gotta go 4 towns over just to get to a Walmart, just to get to KFC. Burger King is good, but I don't eat Burger King. Who wants to eat Burger King all the time? I like other stuff like Chinese buffets and stuff like that. So, and we like family outings and stuff. We like Chuck E. Cheese. It's like an hour and 40 minutes away. So yeah, it takes a toll. But Minnesota, why I chose Minnesota is because my niece told me about Minnesota, which she stays 2 hours and 40 minutes away from me. So we don't see each other at all. Not unless I really like have a whole week stretch and I decide and be like, okay, I'm gonna go up and pack my stuff. But other than that, I'm not going. 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it's 2 hours and 40 minutes to come back. So that's a whole 5 hours and 20 minutes. So I really would like to stay home, which I don't mind. I'm a homebody once again. So Minnesota is a good place where especially if you want to start off with like work wise because they got a lot of jobs colleges, really good. They give scholarships and stuff for kids that, you know, excel in their different things in school. So I give that. The schooling system is pretty good. Um, schooling system is pretty good. They help you a lot with anything in any area. If you have low income, middle class, even high class, they still help you regardless. They don't care about your how much you make basically. Because with even me, with what I make, they still be trying to like help with me and my kids. Like, okay, do you need extra this and that, which is great. I could say that Minnesota is really great for that because they still help you even regardless of the fact if you're over that borderline of income restrictions for anything. You need food, clothing, anything here you pretty much can get, and it's good. I like it. So Minnesota is good. It's just the cold. People don't like the cold. I don't either. I got arthritis, but I deal with it. It is what it is. But if you're not a homebody, you can go to the cities. You'll get a good place, especially if you're single. But for people that have kids, it's really hard to find places, especially in the heart of the city of Minnesota, Minneapolis. But it's not the good place to actually stay with kids because it's a lot of crime. I'm not even gonna lie, it's a lot of crime. So for the ending of this video, if you have any other questions on why I chose Minnesota, I wanted something different. I'm an adventurous type of child, like an adventurous type of woman. Like I like to travel a lot, so that's what I wanted to do, and that's one of my goals was like to travel. So I can put that on my bucket list. I've been to North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa. I've been to Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, and I done excel a lot. I have my nursing license in a couple of states too, so I'm going to be becoming a travel nurse this summer, which is great. Like I said, Minnesota have good peaks and good benefits for people that are in the nursing field or even the healthcare field. Period, just it's good. So if you want any information and need help with anything, much information for whoever that's in the healthcare field, like with nursing, want to be a PCA worker, home health aide, anything. If you need information, I can shoot you that stuff through email or through Snapchat or Twitter, whatever the case may be. Just hit me up. We'll see you on the next video. I hope this helped a lot of people.